Hi everyone. This week we got such a favorable response from a posting that we did over a month ago on Bridal. So we thought we would do a little bit more of an elaboration on alternatives for brides. We have things picked from the early 1920s to the 1970s, and we have a special bridal piece to show you as a show-off at the end. So to begin with, one of my favorite fabrics is the French Lemays from the 20s and 30s. They use the metallic Lemays earlier as well, but there's a weight to it and a patina to it that you don't see with the Lemays of today. And when you touch it, this one's a medium weight. It's not like a tissue fabric, but I love this because the cut is so flattering to the female form. It's a beautiful cut, the pieces on there to contour with the female form. And then to continue chronologically, this beautiful cotton tulle and embroidered lace, tiered, late 20s. This dress was over-dyed in indigo because it had stains, and I think the color is beautiful. This is a recent piece that actually was given to me as a gift by my special dry cleaner, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. The embroidery on the trim is hand done. It's in really good condition. It has some light stains, but you know, a lot of people come up with themes for their weddings. So if you think about the Gatsby, Great Gatsby, when I was up in the Bay Area, a lot of weddings were Gatsby themed because there were some great venues. So sometimes the venue creates what the theme of a wedding is. This is another wonderful Lemay 30s dress. This one's a little later. It does have a little bustle back. The ruching in the front and the back allows for contour, which is much more flattering. I just love these fabrics. This one is one of my favorite designers that a lot of people don't know about. You've heard me talk about Stavropoulos before. The thing about Stavropoulos, this is an unusual one because of the print, is the layer upon layer upon layer. This one's curious because it doesn't have the layers, but it does have an underpiece which gives some weight to the garment. Otherwise you would float away wearing it. And it has a shawl. Beautiful. I mean, it doesn't have to be worn actually for the wedding, but for the wedding dinner. This confection doesn't have a label, but it's really beautiful lace with a built-in slip, and the sleeves indicate that it's from the 1980s. It's a good feminine, romantic alternative to an expensive wedding dress. One of my favorite 70s, 60s, 70s designers was San Angelo. I have two examples of his. This is a rayon crepe with embroidered, metallic embroidered lace. It blouson, so if you wear a belt to really cinch in your waist, this is a gorgeous silhouette, almost an Edwardian silhouette. This is one of my recent acquisitions, and this one makes my heart skip a beat because it's machine embroidery, it's three-dimensional, but it's so elaborate, and the style, it's a great shift. You can wear it really for anything, and the condition is fabulous. It's a beautiful, beautiful dress. Okay. Does anyone want to marry me? And then this one has almost a similar feel, but it's a heavier cotton lace. It's Molly Parnas with a slip. It has a light level of three-dimensional quality, but I like the style. It's almost a high neck Victorian. And for those of you that love Jessica McClintock, gunny sacks, a lot of gunny sacks dresses are worn for weddings. And then for something completely different. We've pulled this 60s, kind of a, it's not a mini dress, but it's actually beautifully executed because these are all inlaid. It's definitely a strong statement. This second San Angelo, adorable shift mini. Cotton lace, two-tone cotton lace. Definitely, this is a dress that you can wear for more than one occasion. And last but not least, on this mannequin, we have a multi-tiered taffeta, what looks like airbrushed wrap skirt by Norma Kamali. And the bustier has got the most interesting sequined detail. It's Chloe, and it's on a silk chiffon, and I would imagine that that is probably late 80s, early 90s. So that would be during Karl Lagerfeld's reign. So for those of you that are planning to get married, we're happy to send you images. Just send us an email or a comment on the YouTube channel, and we're happy to do that. And I'm happy to say that we opened for the first time in 5 months. And we opened because we were able to shop and include many things to fill in the holes from the looting, so the store doesn't look strange. There's a lot of new goodies in here. This week's show off is a very special piece. It's a wedding dress by Lucille. Now, those of you that are interested in fashion know what an incredible character Lucille was. Lady Duff Gordon, she was a survivor of the Titanic, and she had an extremely successful clothing business. This beautiful gown I actually loaned to the Indianapolis Museum of Art years ago for an exhibition they did on bridal gowns. The collar and cuffs are an intricate lace, and the fabric that it's made from is the most delicious silk velvet. I want sheets made out of this fabric. It's so scrumptious. Condition on this gown is fantastic. There's a little bit of shattering, if I remember, under the arm, but it was stabilized by the museum when they borrowed it. These flowers are all handmade silk. The rosettes, very typical in that time period in a lot of lingerie. If you're lucky enough to get pieces from the teens through the mid-20s from Calosur, their signature was rosettes and ribbon flowers and things like that. So this is a beautiful piece. I brought it out because this is kind of the celebrity of this episode. I'm happy to share it with you. If you have any comments, if you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Please be safe, be well, be careful, and we look forward to seeing you next week. That's it for now. Bye.